game on the Wii U. This is new.
Exactly.
This is new to
even though it's the okay, wait.
It's me, Mario! Who's excited about the game, huh?
Oh, I am. I'm sure as hell excited. It actually brings back a lot of childhood memories.
Congratulations to the winner of January power-up box of Playworthy.
Correct.
Which is?
His name is Matthew from Chicago, Illinois, and he actually won. We'll show you guys real quick. Matthew, don't worry, you will be getting this within a few days since you are in the US. It takes what, 3-4 days to get to him?
3 days.
So you're getting a Atreus Funko Pop.
Robin of Kratos.
Kratos.
Oh yeah.
Another Funko Pop.
The god of Kratos.
The Red Dead Redemption pins. And of course, we're sorry about this one, Matthew. Fallout 76 lanyard. You're also getting the physical copy of the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe Edition for the Switch.
Sir. You'll be happy. He's a gamer.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Congratulations, Matthew.
So let's talk about the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
What is your first impression?
Actually, my first impression, I had nostalgia take over me because it reminded me of our childhood.
Yes,
you know, when you play the game, you hear the little music. Obviously, now the graphics are way better from the first Super Mario Bros.
Remember back in the early?
Early? You mean last? Way back then.
Late 80s?
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. We used to play Super Mario Bros. And you know, just spent hours playing that thing. Even if you died and started all the way at the beginning, we would still be going at it.
Yeah. My first impression when it barely started the story, the castle and the theme song, it reminded me of N64 Mario. Oh man, my eyes just got watery. I wanted to cry because it actually brought me memories. I was like, oh my god, this is freaking like N64.
Yeah, they actually did a great job. They included the Nintendo version of Super Mario Bros, the Super Mario Bros 2, Super Mario Bros 3, and also N64 Super Mario.
How was the comparison to the Super Mario 1 though?
On level 2-1 of Super Mario Bros, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments please, but these underground, you know, and they do the same thing on this new version of Mario. It takes you back in the days, you know, like in the early 80s. A lot of you know, you guys are millennials and you might not know what that feels like, but you get to experience what we did when we were kids.
Yeah. With
the new mini NES, you know, with that coming out, you guys get to see everything that came out in the early 80s, late 80s, early 90s, and get to experience. What was that? The fuck was that?
Is that a ghost? I think that's my dog. Sorry about that.
Sneezing. I'm like, I was sitting at home playing yesterday, and my kids were watching me as I was playing. And when I saw Yoshi come out of that little egg, I was like, oh fuck, Yoshi! My daughter looks at me and says, that's a dinosaur. I'm like, you're damn right, but that's a badass dinosaur. That was my first impression when I saw Yoshi, and it reminded me of Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
When I saw it. But the difference is, you don't have to grow this one. You know, it already comes of normal size, and you walk around.
You ride it, you jump.
Yep, and you collect the coins.
And the tongue, you can use it like a grapple and
to grab the enemies, depending what size. Don't go try to eat those
big ones.
Freaking huge fly traps that eat you. But they got the little, what looks like oversized cherries. And you eat those, and there's like a little pizza or a pie chart on there. And what it does, you fill it in and you get red coins. After you get 8 red coins, when they come up, you get a random power-up. Either it's extra life, you get the Fire Mario, or the one to make Mario big once again, the normal mushroom.
But if it comes down to Toadette, Toadette gets the crown and turns into Peach. But we'll get to that later on. Now, back to Yoshi. There's a level where you pick him up. He's a little baby Yoshi, and he follows you. You can pick him up and feed it, and it grows, right?
Yeah. But if you're like someone over here, he kept kicking freaking Yoshi around, almost knocked him off the map. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to kick the poor thing.
Hey, I was getting confused with those buttons. Oh man,
talking about buttons, it actually has a different feel on the gameplay. So it takes a little getting used to it. You know, there's certain buttons that are different from the way the original Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe played on the Wii U.
So let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about the difference between the Wii U and the Switch.
You guys might not be able to notice the minimal differences between both, but one of them that caught our attention was the UI. By UI, it's the user interface. On the Wii U, it was plain, you know, blah. It was bland. It was okay, you know, but it was back in the days, and you could get around. But now on the Switch version, they revamped it, and now you got more eye candy. It's more appealing, and it attracts your attention a lot more. You actually get a bigger character on the button itself, opposed to before it was a smaller one and you couldn't see it. Now you get a big Mario, Luigi, or whatever character you're playing.
You can see like Mario running if it's a boost.
Yeah, so the challenges, he's like, thinking. On the boost, he's obviously boosting or running, whatever you want to call it. And on the coin button, it actually has a big coin to represent that.
Yes.
But a big difference, you want to talk about it? The hints.
Well, the hints, once you click on the hints on the main menu, if you're stuck or if you want to collect all the coins or all the stars.
The big coins.
Exactly. You could click on hints in the main menu and it's going to show you either a picture or a video. So it depends on you, your decision, what you want to do.
You know what's pretty cool? They actually designed that particular section off of an actual website that's only accessible through the Switch.
That's pretty cool.
You know, you would think, oh, can I go find it on the computer? No, you can't.
On the Wii U,
accessible.
It doesn't have that option.
That's pretty cool. Now you don't actually have to go back to your computer and Google, how do I get all the coins? Or, you know, or try to, or try to find a walkthrough. Your walkthrough is literally built into the game already.
Now another comparison is the graphics. The graphics on this one's 1080p.
Oh yeah.
The colors, they pop out more. This is 720.
I agree. Yeah.
So that is one huge comparison. So what do you think about the Rumble?
The Rumble itself, oh man, they got the Ultra HD or HD Rumble on the Switch now. Compared to the Wii U, they only had the standard Rumble.
Exactly.
On the Wii U, when you're playing, you don't feel the Rumble on the initial start of the game where you get the castle and you have Bowser coming in and his ships. You don't feel that Rumble. On the Switch, you feel the Rumble right away.
The Rumble, woo!
Yeah, like that. It shakes your teeth around, you know, it rattles your cheeks around and all that. Next thing you know, he's gonna be scratching like his dogs. But anyways, yeah. So this has a HD Rumble where you feel it a lot more. I don't know if you were able to experience the Rumble itself on it.
Oh yeah,
but it's pretty cool because now anything that you do on it, whether it's minimal or something that is big, like killing a character or just collecting a coin, you feel a little rumble or a big rumble. On the Wii U, you didn't feel any rumble when you killed a character, when you got a coin. You only felt a rumble when you got a power-up.
Yeah.
Or when you got a Fire Mario or the Raccoon or anything like that. But, you know, to me, that's a huge upgrade on the rumble features. Because games nowadays, you depend on the rumble.
There's also hidden areas and only Peach could get there because she could glide and you could control it, you could maneuver it.
Don't try to get up there with Mario, you're never gonna get up there.
Another feature is if you fall off the pit, it bounces back just one time, so don't try as many times because you're gonna die.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, so you bounce out and you have another chance. So she is really OP.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
To be able to come back from falling into the hole and then
yeah.
And then, yep. Because cool. Mario goes down there like you gotta start all over again.
Oh no!
Yeah, there we go.
And another good feature is that you can play multiplayer.
So that means that we could play co-op?
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, we could have a good time, we could laugh, we could reminisce what we used to connect back in the late 80s, early 90s. Playing, jumping on top of one another, laughing, just having a good time. You could even play with your kids.
Oh yeah, I know they would enjoy it.
Yeah, and you guys could connect when you used to play Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario World.
Exactly. That's pretty cool because now they get to experience. Well, I don't know how many of you out there, how many of our subscribers or people that just ran into a channel actually have kids. You guys can connect with them and show them what you grew up playing. You know, now it's a more different, obviously, The times have changed. The engines to create video games are way better than when we were growing up.
Yeah.
8-bit, 16-bit graphics, you know, but you get to give them a little piece of what you used to play when you were growing up, which is something, like my buddy said, you can connect with them. So what do you think about the background music?
The background music relaxes me and it reminds me of Super Mario 1. The second level of Super Mario 1, ta-na-na-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na-na. So that one reminds me.
No copyright music.
Anyway, and the other background music is kind of like tropical.
Yeah, it doesn't feel repetitive, right?
Yeah,
like some games you're listening to it, like where the hell do I go on this thing and shut off the music? All I want is just the sound effects.
And then some of the enemies, when the music is playing, they go.
Yoshi dances when you're waiting.
And there's also those little enemies, the little toads or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah, they're all dance. They're all having a good time partying and stuff.
Reminds me of that video from Mario Party.
You still go back to that horrible game. I'm so glad they made up for this one.
Okay.
Because that one was crap.
Talking about horrible games, this game does have its flaws. One of the flaws from multiplayer, what is it?
So in multiplayer, you're only allowed to play as either Toadette. Only one player can play as Toadette. The other person has to choose Navi.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of sucks because if Toadette is your favorite character, but your buddy's favorite character is also Toadette, you guys have to battle it off and see who's gonna play as that character, or how we used to do it. It's my damn game system. I'm first player, and I get to pick first. So one of the downsides to it is when you're using the character Toad, and you're trying to perform a precise jump either off the wall or off an enemy, the combination you use to create that particular movement, it's not working properly. Opposed to the Wii U,
exactly.
It was working. So it might be, you know, a fix on a later on update that they might just have to go in there and program it. You know, it sounds like a programming error, so it must be pretty easy for the engineers at Nintendo.
Hopefully, because sometimes they just ignore it, like Mario Party.
Yeah, those engineers probably, ha ha ha, give me my $60.
Exactly.
And they're talking about $60.
Exactly, that's what's going to be the
price point.
$60, is it worth it?
The game is worthy, but the price is not.
Yeah.
Considering that this was I would say, re-release of the previous version for the Wii U, I personally feel it's not worth the $59.99.
Nintendo keeps doing that though, re-releasing old games to this.
But you know what? It's because I think they're starting to port over according to maybe.
I'm not against it.
I know, me either, because that for me myself.
But the price.
Yeah. But what I was trying to say is, like, for me myself personally, I love the fact that they're bringing back games that I grew up playing.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading through the forums and stuff actually on Nintendo NYC's Instagram account, and a lot of people were complaining about it. Oh, another ported game. And you know, how can you sell a ported game at that price point and all this stuff?
But see, they have to understand that most people did not play the game on the Wii U. This is new.
Yes, you're right. A lot of people didn't play the game on the Wii U. Even though the changes are very minimal on the new one, it still gives them the experience of a new game. Yeah. Because you're getting the graphics, those HD graphics on a new console.
1080p.
Yep.
HD rumble. A new character. What else you want?
Give it a lower price point.
I agree with them.
Considering the fact that obviously everyone knows now that it's a ported game because it was already released on the Wii U. But maybe how does $49.99 sound? Or
that
maybe
sounds
even,
excellent.
Or maybe even $39.99. No. Not trying to drop it too low, but the changes were
$39.99 will work.
There's a lot of games that are newer versions of the older one of the same particular game, and that price point is lower. And I think that actually attracts a lot more consumers because you're getting a new game at a lower price point, considering it's an older game with updated graphics. Yeah. You know, I know there are little things here and there, you know.
So overall, is it playworthy or not? Playworthy?
Playworthy.
Playworthy for me too. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the review of new Super Mario U Deluxe.
And Matt, congratulations on winning the Playworthy new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
Woo! Congratulations! Woo! So, until next video guys, peace out.
Late.